Have you been in this situation? You want to meet a friend and he gives you an agenda for a couple of months' time, or you ask a colleague that you haven't seen for weeks, how is life? And they tell you it's so busy, it's a hectic time, and it gets more and more creative. I recently heard January has been like a crazy tsunami. It's like they are being proud of being busy, like somehow they are addicted to it. If you're always busy, stressed, and constantly reacting, but nothing in your life is really changing, this video is for you. Because being busy doesn't just kill your time, it kills your potential and opportunities. I'm Christophe Simone. I help international professionals feeling stuck overcome analysis paralysis and design their life for more impact by shifting from engineering overwhelm to entrepreneurial action. Today, I'd like to give you a few tips how to move from busy to creating more time. And as Dolly Parton say, don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. The reality is most high-performing professionals think being busy is a sign of importance. I used to be like that, working as an engineer for 15 years in corporate. I was packed with meetings, happy when people were coming to me for advices, for help, when I could help my colleagues or my team members. But in reality, being busy usually means something else. It means you're constantly under pressure, stressed out. Deadline, messages, emails, meeting requests, firefighting, instead of creating a sustainable system. Slowly, it's being built in your habitual response. And you're getting addicted to it, to this behavior after a while. And it's becoming your only way to get motivated and to get things done, even when that means you're not productive without it. But there is a negative side of being busy. The pressure doesn't only affect your calendar, it affects your nervous system in your body. When you're busy all the time, your body constantly is in survival mode. At work, the impact is not brilliant. Getting stuck on your to-do list, working on other people's agenda instead of moving the needle for you. And you don't get promoted. You're missing an opportunity because you're not being present in critical conversation because you're always running. You come back home after a day stressed out and you have just no energy for your family to spend quality time with them. You're being short-tempered. You have little patience with your kids. And you're getting into argument with your spouse. During the weekend, you cannot just enjoy relaxing. You have to do something to enjoy. You have to be active constantly. What happens in your body when you are constantly in survival mode? The body constantly optimizes for one thing, short-term safety. You're probably familiar with a fight, flight, or freeze mode coming from our ancestral. At that time, it was protecting us from the danger that could be at every corner, like predators, tigers. But the problem, like you can see on this slide, is that when you are in firefighting mode, survival mode, your body directs all your resources, all the oxygen to your muscle, front arm, legs, to be ready to run. Your blood is redirecting from your frontal cortex, responsible from your thought, to your amygdala, which is responsible for reacting to danger. Vital organs like digestion and recovery lose oxygen. So busy and pressure, your body is optimized for survival instead of thinking. And it gets deeper because at work, you need this creative problem solving, which is in your frontal cortex. If you're always stressed, overwhelmed, You're constantly firefighting. That's not when you're created in an organizational structure where being busy is worn like a badge of honor. It becomes dangerous for your creativity. You have very short-term thinking. But here is a vicious circle. Pressure creates stress. Stress pushing you in survival mode. Survival mode makes you focus on short-term tasks. Short-term tasks keeps you busy, and being busy prevents you from stepping back, taking some perspective, thinking more clearly how to choose better decisions. As an engineer, I was familiar with this pattern. Being in a system constantly under pressure. You're stressed, you don't really innovate. You try not to fail. You want to ensure the result by reducing the risk. You're probably familiar with the risk analysis to make sure that every scenario is analyzed and de-risked. Or you probably have been in some brainstorming session where people ask you to create in 30 minutes time the most beautiful idea, but your next meeting is coming and you're not fully present and your brain is just stressed out, cannot. Your blood is in the amygdala, cannot produce any idea from healthy prefrontal cortex. This system is really crazy for the body. You don't get any progress, but degradation, addiction. People are no different. Long-term consequence is burnout. In order to move from this busyness, you need to reprogram this habitual system. First, you need to understand what does being busy protect you from? What are the positive outcome of being busy? Maybe you don't like to being visible. You are scared that other people will judge you. When you start to make step forward on your personal project, this picture, this perfect picture of your project is becoming less ideal. You're scared of failing and also the judgment of your peers when you're not getting the result you're promising. And you like predictability. You don't like to lose control. Maybe being busy also stop you from asking yourself those important questions like, what do you really want next? Is it still the right path for me? Or what decision am I avoiding to make? When you're busy, you take little risk. Once you know what busy protects you from, you got comfortable with the truth, you need to reprogram that habit. And breaking the cycle I showed before doesn't start with productivity hacks. It starts with lowering the pressure enough to bring back this oxygen to the frontal cortex. One practical shift is to create non-negotiable time every day, like 30 minutes, where you do not allow any task. You just thinking and let the pressure slow down. Only one question. What decision would move my life forward? Creativity doesn't appear when you're busy. It appears when you're safe enough to think. And when you're safe enough to think, you still have to overcome this habitual and addictive behavior that was creating of being busy through all those years that promote being busy as a badge of honor. Changing an habit takes time. What we recommend is to surround yourself with people which support you to overcome those habits. We have a community called Human Valley that you can join through this link that I will put in comment below. It's on Mighty Network, and you can easily connect with people and find resources to move forward and to change those habits. You can also get our 24-hour journal. It's a resource where you have every day some templates which help you in those minutes that you take for yourself to plan your day, to think, what is the one thing I should focus on? Make the main task, 6 CEO task that will move the needle in the day. And every day you reflect, how was your day? Every next day you plan from fresh. What's one thing? You can also get it at the link below. Any question, any comment, I will be happy to answer. If you like the tips, if you like the content, like this video, follow me in the channel for more tips, how to move from engineering overwhelm to entrepreneurial actions that move the needles. Comment and let's move forward together. Thanks a lot.